What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to DM every single new follower that you get on Instagram. Now, this process has been something that has been super obvious to me in the past of like, I want this feature to exist, but it really doesn't exist anywhere. ManyChat doesn't have it. All these platforms don't have it. However, I figured out a way to do it, and this is a automated system that you can run for your account, and it will just DM your new followers. So you're not going to get banned on Instagram if you do this, but if you do, it's not my fault. You always play with fire with these things. So, all right, let's get started. There's three things that we're going to need. We're going to need a make.com account for your automation. We're going to need a Phantom Buster account, and we're going to need a platform called Cold DMs. Now, Cold DMs is going to do the heavy lifting for us. If we take a look here, this is the website here. I know the owner. He's a really cool guy, and it's a really cool software that they have. Basically allows you to automate your Instagram outreach. But this is the platform that is going to allow us to do this. So just quickly, Cold DMs is a extension on your browser, so you need to have it installed to run it. However, let's get started. And I've already built this, so I'm gonna walk you through step by step and kind of what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is sign up to a Phantom Buster account. Now, Phantom Buster gives you half an hour of usage per month to run your automations, right? So you can get away with the free tier. This workflow won't use more than your usage. So we can get started with this and kind of go from there. So what we need to do, the first one is the Instagram follower collector. So you need to sign up, go into solutions and Instagram, and then Instagram follower connector. And we're going to click on learn more just to go through this now. And when this is loaded up, basically it will, what you give it is Instagram cookie and Instagram profiles, and it will scrape the new users. So that's pretty simple. I think I've got one running on this already, so it won't really. Let me just upgrade this and so I can show you. One sec. All right, so we're back in it, and I've just created a new account because I want to show you from fresh. So what we need to do is go into solutions and find Instagram. And we're going to go Instagram follower collector. I'm pretty sure this is the one we want to use. I just want to make sure. There's two, because we want to use this one or this one. Let's just run through this and get this set up first. So I need to blur that out, the Instagram session cookie. But basically what you need to do is click on this connect to Instagram button. And when you do, you'll hit save. And you want to put in your Instagram profile. So what you want to do here is just your URL of your specific Instagram profile. I guess you could put anyone's in here if you want to scrape different people following, but that's fine. Just put yours for now. We're then going to press save. I'm going to have to put something in here. So I'm just going to go www.instagram.com/The Rock. I'm not actually going to run this because I don't want to scrape all these followers. And then what we're going to need to do here in behavior is select watcher mode. So reprocess the same profile URL during each launch to look for new followers. Only works with a single profile with less than 400K followers as output. So this is just going to only add on new followers, so not the ones that have come through. We're going to press save. And then launch settings, you can run this repeatedly. You can do it advanced. It gives you heaps of options. You can literally just run it on the first hour of every day. I would probably recommend something along those lines. We're going to press save. And there's one more step in here that we need to do, but we kind of need to do it at the same time. So let me just bring this back up here. Cool. All right. So now we need to open advanced settings, but we're going to leave it here for a second. We're going to leave this webhook open. Because what we need to do now is set up the make.com side of things. I'll probably give away this template in my school community if you want this to make it a hell of a lot easier for you. But what you need to do is, see, we've got a webhook to start our flow here. You need to create a webhook. So click on this one here, and we're going to go custom webhook. And what this is going to do is we're going to add in a webhook, and we're going to call it Cold DM Tester. And we're going to save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this URL. So we're going to copy address to clipboard, and then we're going to paste that inside our custom webhook URL on Phantom Buster. So we're going to press save settings. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to leave Phantom Buster for a minute. We're going to go into Cold DMs, and there's a couple of things that we need to do in here. right? And so that's going to chill for a second. We're going to go cold DMs. You're going to log in. I've got a dev account here, so I'm just going to use this one to get started. So what we need to do is when you land on the dashboard, it's fine. There's a couple of things you can go through, but we need to create a target list first. We need a list of where these actual usernames are going to go to. So what I would do is I would write just like Matt Lamborn as the one username per line because it's required. And then list name, I would say new followers. And we're going to press create. Now, what we're going to do is we need to inspect this to get the list ID. So I'm going to have to dance around here for a second because I always forget where this is. But if we click on that, we should be able to find list ID somewhere here. If not under network, let's just see if we can search in here. List, I think it's list underscore ID. No, list ID. Let's just flick through these for a second. Nothing yet. It'll be here somewhere. Campaigns. Let me just actually search for new followers. New followers. So 1 of 1. All right. So if we can't find it easily, there's another way to do this. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So we're going to scoot this back here. Let's create another one. So Matt Lamborn 2. And we're going to say new IG followers. And you need to have inspect open before you do this because we're not going to press create yet. We're going to open up the network tab. And there's a lot of information in here. But as soon as I hit this, you're going to see a bunch of stuff run through. And it will then show us the request of setting up this. Right? So if we click this, it should wait a second, and we might be at the bottom here. Yeah, down the bottom. So we've got a couple of things. We've got create. So we're going to look at this payload and find new IG followers. And we can see it's a new list. So if we look in here, I don't think actually we're going to get, let's see what the response was. Okay, cool. We got it. So in the response to the payload, it is this list ID here. So we're going to copy that because we need that later. And we're going to go back into make.com. And there's a couple of things we need to do here. So when Phantom Buster returns email addresses, there is a couple of ways that it can return it. If it's returning lots of email addresses, it comes through as a file, so like a CSV file, and you need to filter that information in here. So the way that I can do it is, so you have your webhook, and then you have this text parser element that looks for URLs. So then you put in the text here, URL, and then you can use the get a file HTTP module of make.com. So we literally need to go text parser. We're literally going to copy this one for one. And we're going to go, I think this was match element, sorry. We're going to go, I'm going to duplicate this, clone, put that there. And then the value is the value that comes from the webhook. I haven't run this because I don't want to run it because it's not going to bring anything through. The next one is get a file. So we're going to clone this module as well. And then the URL will be the match from text parser. And then I've got a Claude prompt here that basically filters the inputs from the text parser and also any information through here. So this is the prompt that I'm using. You're a really good filtering tool. Extract data after the hash in the URL and turn them into a JSON like this. So just returning a JSON array here. This is the format that it needs to be in. Don't address the question, just return the JSON. So the match or the actual data that comes through. So that is good. And then the final request, and this is the kind of the money shot, is, I'm not going to scroll on this because then you'll see my token, but that's fine. So you need to set up the HTTP request to to cold DM. So you need to add the following headings. So you need a URL that is targets/ad. The method is post. One of the headers is cookie, and you need to get your Instagram cookie. Sorry, you don't need to get your Instagram cookie. You need your cold DMs cookie. And the way that you can do that is by going into cold DMs, and then you will, I'm not going to do it here because it'll show my cookie. But if you just Google search how to find cookie, it'll come up with how to do it. So if you need some assistance in that, maybe I can do a separate video on that, but I don't want to open it up for this account. So you go to cookie, great. And then body type is raw. JSON type is just application/JSON. And this is the information that you need here. So that list ID that we had, I'm just going to paste in here. And this is the text. So targets is the text response from Claude, source, and I'll just copy this one for one. So I'm going to leave this on the screen for a second so you can pause, and you can kind of go from there. But this information will then be passed into cold DMs. I'm going to get rid of this now because this is my template. I don't want this floating around. This will then be passed into cold DMs, in which you can then set up a campaign, which I'm going to show you how to do now, to DM your new followers, right? So I know this video is very rushed and I'm jumping between things. Quite frankly, it is. I get some solutions that I never actually want to give to the public, and this is one of them. So I'm making this out of like a spite for myself because I said I wasn't going to make this video, but I'm doing it anyway. So what we're going to do is in campaigns, we're going to create a new campaign. So we're going to click on new, and we're going to call it DM IG followers. Description, we're going to leave blank. Working hours between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. And we'll randomly send 35 to 45 messages per day. Don't go stupid. Only ever do 70. Like if you're getting lots of new followers, then like you can go more because you're DMing an Instagram account that follows you, but I wouldn't go past, 65 to 70. We're going to press continue. And there's a couple of things we need to do here. And we will go into selecting the list that we set up. So it was new IG followers. And we're going to press continue. So it's pretty simple. And your first message, so you need to have 5 different variants of these messages. That's why cold DMs is so good, is because it's untrackable by Instagram. So you would have like, hey, and then use a custom variable, first name. Thanks for the follow. Look forward to helping you with more things. I don't know. Whatever you want to put in here. Doesn't really matter. Just needs to be different between these variants. We're just going to save this. Cool. And then you can add in follow-ups. You can do as many as you like. You can do, and however many days between these messages you can do. So I'm just going to paste all this in here because I'm just for the sake of the video. And when we're done, we press continue. You can add as many follow-ups as you like. You'll need to connect your Instagram account. I'm not doing it on this one because it's just a testing cold DMs. And then when you are done, you actually need to download the Chrome extension. So you can get that extension here. The extension only works if you are on a paid version of cold DMs. They do give you a 3-day trial, so it's pretty cool. So if we have a look just here, I should have it somewhere. I've already got it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, cool. Cold DMs. And all you need to do to run this is leave your browser on and run the cold DMs extension. So that you would just press to start and you would go from there. The browser does need to stay on. So I recommend getting an old computer and just leave it on 24/7. Don't let it go to sleep and just run this. Obviously, you can run this on a VPS or some kind of server. Like if you have a local server or whatever, you can do that. However, without wanting to go and scale this, because you can add like heaps of accounts on here. If you didn't want to do that and you just wanted to DM your new followers, then I would say just find an old computer and run it on there. With that being said, it's like the whole thing takes maybe half an hour to set up, and you can literally DM all of your followers as they come in, which is crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was very fast. It was very rushed. If you made it to the end and you're like, what the hell? I'll probably do a comprehensive breakdown in my school